Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on DBD, the GOATest game, the 9.10 game. I love this game so much. So today we're gonna talk about William Afton or the animatronic, what's good with him, what's bad with him, what perk he has, what game, how you should play your games, or how I believe you should play this game. But first of all, I just want to take up a fun fact that I come across when I was scrolling TikTok that under the Winter Olympics right now, this in Milan, they have run out of condoms. I think that's pretty funny. Like, damn, they have like 5,000 condoms and they run out of them for like under 3 days. Damn, I just want to say that. I think that's pretty funny. But let's get right into it. Yeah. So first of all, when we're gonna talk about Springtrap, I'm gonna begin with his perks. So his first perk is Help Wanted. When you damage a generator, it becomes corrupted. Um, when when the corrupted generator is completed, your successful basic attack cooldown are 25% faster for 60 seconds. I think this is a okay perk. I don't see how it's helpful in the most of the scenarios. I did run this in the beginning when I played it, but I didn't understand the game so much, so that's probably why I run it. The second perk we're gonna talk about is named Phantom Fear. When the survivor within your terror radius looks at you, they scream and you see their aura for 2 seconds. Uh, this perk is a really one good one. I I use this perk in like every build because you basically get a free location on them. They're gonna see you. They're gonna look at you sometimes. When they're in your terror radius, they're gonna look for you, and if you don't know where they are, you're gonna know, no matter what. And then the last, out of all of the perks, we have the perk Haywire. Exit gate switches with at least 80% progress regress at a 100% rate. I believe it's a good endgame perk. It does basically what it says. Like when it comes to 80%, it starts regressing. So you can basically rotate if you have a fast kill, like I don't know, like he's not the fastest, but Dredge could probably be good with him, or like the Ghoul with this perk, because then you can like go around doing so they never progress with the exit gate, and then if you combine this with like I don't know, no escape or something like so they can't escape like an end game build. I believe this is a solid perk, but it's all depends on what type of perks you're running around it. If you only run this and you play like a slow killer, like I don't know, like Trapper, I don't think it's good with Trapper. But yeah, I believe all of his perks is solid. Obviously, the worst of them all is Help Wanted, but I would rate all of his perks together like 7 out of 10. So now let's go over exactly what his abilities. His ability is basically teleportation. You have a bunch of doors around the map. I believe it's 1 to 10 or 1 to 9 or something around there. When you teleport around doors, you have a cooldown. You walk through them, you do an animation. If a survivor goes through the door at the same time or goes to the same door as you, you will insta down them and walk out the door you came from with them on your back. He also have an axe that is not as good as Hunter's axe is, but it's still a solid axe. The axe has a uh, ability where it gets a bubble around it that when survivors walk into the bubble, you get what is called killer instinct on them. You can also add an add-on that makes so when you throw the axe and the axe lands, it gives the axe the terror radius you had. So I believe his ability is really good. That's probably why I play him. I play him a lot, but he's still a solid killer. Like he's a normal speed killer, and his ability make him even greater because you can bring pressure all over the map. So that's all for him. So now we have talked about his perks and his ability, we're gonna go over what kind of build I play on him and what I think is good on him. So I play Phantom Fear with Deadman Switch. and Lethal Pursuer and Heist Run. I play Lethal Pursuer because then I can teleport it in the beginning of the map. I just take a door and then come right at them, or if they spawn near me, I know, so I can just attack them in the beginning. I'd play the Deadman Switch because it's one of the greatest perks, I believe. You basically, when you hook a survivor, the what's it called? The generator that someone goes off on, it's trapped for 35 seconds, so that's a really good one. Phantom Fear, yeah, yes to our reading perk, and Hysteria is good because then all injured survivors, when I injure another survivor, all the other survivors are oblivious status effect, and they also get that basically, and that's for 30 seconds. Uh, and oblivious means that survivors from prevents survivors from hearing or being affected by the killer terror radius. I believe that's really good. That's a solid perk. So basically, I play him like a stealth killer. I would probably say I really push a lot with the Phantom Fear. When I hear someone scream, I push them. Uh, Basically, in the beginning of the match, if they spawn near me, I will try to throw the axe at them as soon as possible, or try to get them split up, uh, because you want to chase one and then take him down. That's how I play it, at least. Or if they are all in in a big group, you throw the axe at one and try to take that person out. But yeah, and if you're lucky, sometimes you can get people from the doors. I use the doors mostly in mid game. Not, I'm not, I don't do it as much because like when you know what type of generators they're running, you can just run around those generators. It's not the, it's good on some maps. It's good on indoor maps. On open maps, I believe it's better to just run around so you can activate the Phantom Fear. Because if you only go for doors, they're gonna also get a notification. So that's how I play them, and that's also what kind of perks I run them in. So yeah, and I'll also say that you can like play Hex Rune. I believe that's also a good perk because then they're not gonna know, like when you go to them, they're gonna instantly, the generators gonna instantly go broken. And I also believe Hex Rune is one of the best perks. Yeah, so that's how I play him, and that's what I believe he's good at, and what perks. So let's talk about what's basically bad with this guy, with Springtrap. I don't believe so many things bad with him. You can make like his ability with going through doors. It's you nearly never get a survivor with it. So you can do it like when they all connect to something, or like you get a notification when someone interacts with the door. Like you can get, because you can, the survivors can watch through cameras and see you and like notify where you are to the other survivors, so you can be seen by other survivors through the doors. So I believe that like when they do that, you get a notification and where they are. I think that it could be better. He's I believe one of the stronger killer. Obviously, Nurse is the strongest because she basically breaks the game. So that's what I believe is bad. His axe is kind of mid tier. It's not like a really good range, but it's kind of good against anti-loops. And if you can see the survivor, it's really basically game over for the survivor if he's close to you. He doesn't have like a long range ability, but he doesn't really need one because he can bring pressure everywhere, and he has the axe that he can throw. So I believe he's a solid killer. I would also, if I would rate William Afton or the animatronic, I would rate him a 9 out of 10. He's a really good killer. I often play him, I like him a lot, so that's what I believe is. Yeah, so let's go to the next segment. So, how is the animatronics like skins and what you can get for the money? Or is it worth buying at all? You have two legendary skins. You have like licensed skin, I don't know, like I don't blighted Springtrap. It's kind of cool. You have two epic skins. So the two legendary skin is Glitch Trap, what skin I have when I play, and then you have the Yellow Rabbit, which is the William Afton from the movie, uh, like Final Threads movie. Blight skin is kind of cool. and the Clown Springtrap and the Toxic Springtrap is also good skins. So in the end, is William Afton or the animatronic worth buying? I believe so. He's a really fun killer. He cost $50. The skins are kind of cool. He has a good amount of like all the two legendary skins have their own voice lines and their own cinema. Like when the Mori has a cool Mori, you will see it soon. He also has like great abilities. He's not broken, but he's also not useless, and his perks are kind of good. I wouldn't buy him because of his perks. I would buy him because of like the playstyle and how he plays, so he can bring pressure everywhere and all that. So last of all, I just want to thank everyone who's watching this. I hope you all have a great day, great night, or whenever you're watching this. I hope you have a great future ahead of you, and God bless everyone. So have a great rest of your day. That's all for me. Probably see a new video tomorrow or something. Yeah. Goodbye.